Hello and welcome, I'm Lygo and this series is about learning the MLS in Football Manager. And this episode 6, will look at the North American Champions League and how that unfolds and how that plays out. And we'll also be playing our first Champions League game against Motagua, if I'm saying that correctly, from Honduras. And as ever, before we get started, if you find the video helpful or entertaining and want to see more, leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel. Not only helps me out greatly, but also helps other people finding these videos as well. So with the introduction out of the way, at the end of the last video I said I would introduce you to a new look squad, and that now looks like this. I'm not going to go through each player individually, but have a look at that. That is the entire squad. You will notice a couple of key names in there. But the transfers, if it comes to the transfer history, we've made, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 signings. First one is a left-sided attacking forward. Hugo can play either as an inside forward on the left, or it seems to be more natural in a pressing forward role, which suits our tactic perfectly. Mark Anthony K has come in from LAFC just across the town. He is either an attacking fullback on the left side and can also play as a mezzala or box-to-box midfielder. Strong physical presence in the midfield, looks to be full of quality as well. Marius Ignat was picked up in one of the drafts, can play either side and is training to be a halfback, not actually registered in the squad as a youth player and needed to keep the international slots free. And that is because we've got 3 internationals that have come in, 2 centre-backs. Firstly, Reece Burke, 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's coming from Swansea, was a steal quite frankly, 100,000, he was transfer listed, didn't look to have been playing for Swansea. So he's come in to be pretty much a third centre-back alongside, I think it was Daniel Sterres and Jake Clark-Salter, who looks to be a phenomenal player. 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability, real physical centre-back. 24 years old, can also play at left-back as well if needed. He's come in from Chelsea for $500,000. So 2 great signings there, and a lone player in Sam Surridge. He is a player that I'm having a lot of success in with a Bournemouth series, or Bournemouth save rather, that I'm doing off camera, just my own little personal one. And he's been one of the standout players. He was available for loan, and I thought there's no harm in adding some depth to the squad. So that's the reason he's come in, as well as fitting in with the tactic. 3 first team players have since left. Didi Traore, we knew he was going backup left back. He left at the end of his contract. Pashev, a youth player, is going out on loan, as is Manuel Lopez, a third choice keeper. So that is the new look squad. I'll come to the tactics shortly after. First, let's have a look at how the Champions League works in the North American continent. So if we come to the competitions, the CONCACAF Champions League, and the quarterfinals already been drawn. The first round looks like this. We are in the second leg, going to be playing Motagua. Take a 2-2 draw over to them. So still a lot of work to be done, and looks to be some strong teams in this. We've got Philadelphia Union, Vancouver Whitecaps, Seattle Sounders, Pumas from Mexico, Atlas Guadalajara, also another recognisable name, and Club America, the current title holders as well, are going to be key players in this. So looking at the format, there doesn't look to be too many games in this. We've got the first round, quarter-final, semi-final and final. Come to the rules, that then confirms that. First round is a 2-legged affair, we know that. Quarter-final, does it say how many legs that is? Let's have a look a bit further down. Can't see anything there. You might be shouting and screaming at the screen telling me that it's on there in front of me. I can't see that. Then into the semi-final, possibly another 2-legged affair. Yep, right in front of me here. First leg match rules, second leg match rules. Was that on the quarter-final? It was indeed. Apologies for missing that. And then the final is 2 legs as well. That's interesting. That's very interesting. It seems to hold a lot less prestige than the European equivalent, but the winner still does qualify for the Club World Cup. So the Champions League format, a very quick, very brief, simple affair in the North American continent. So that's us all caught up. So let's jump ahead now to the team. I'll show you the team going into the first round, second leg Champions League game. So this is the tactic and the team that we have for the Champions League game, and it's imported straight from my Bournemouth save that I'm doing, as I mentioned. And it is whichever way you want to look at this, it's a asymmetrical 4-1-4-1 or a 4-3-3. We've got the right winger drop back slightly to be more of a defence, not necessarily defensive winger, but just sit a little bit deeper. The left winger is then the inside forward. The halfback then sits and protects the defenders. The defenders split wide with the fullbacks able to push on a bit further. Very much a possession, low intensity game. So we've come further into the details. We've got short, low tempo of passing with an emphasis of expanding the pitch, working the ball into the box and being more creative. Going through to the transition. If we lose possession, we're going to regroup. In possession, we're going to hold our shape. So very regimented, very organised. Short distribution to make sure that we're working the ball up the pitch. And also out of possession, we've got standard line, lower line of engagement. Very compact, deep defensively, but an intense pressing. So once they do break that low line, we're on them like a pack of dogs. Tight marking, lots of pressure on the ball then. And that's when we look to win the ball back. It's working for me over in my Bournemouth save. Whether it works with this LA Galaxy team, we're yet really to test it. This is going to be the second team, or the first team, but the second game that we're playing this with. So let's submit the team. Dive into the game, and it is 2-2 going into this game, so pump our fists. You should be winning this one. Get into the kickoff, and we need to win. It's as simple as that. We need to win. We didn't take our chances in the first game. We need to take them this time around, and going close 6 minutes in, that's positive. Set piece, and we're looking very deadly at these set pieces. Kay that's come into the team, heading over there. And it's a good, strong, positive start, and that's what I want to see. And you can see here that the low block really just nullifies any players running in behind. And then if they do kind of break the first line of defence, that's when we go on to them. That's when we hunt them down. So I've had success so far in my Bournemouth save, and I'm just basically looking to replicate it with this team. Now I know tactics less and less nowadays in Football Manager work when you're just importing them into a team that's not necessarily set up for them, but they've had the off-season to work on it, and they're starting this game a lot more positive than the last, so we need to continue with that momentum now. But Montague are kind of hogging the ball here and got in behind, and they've taken the lead, and Klinsmann kind of shot into the number one status, but since he's been there, he's looked very rocky, and it was a good finish, but I don't know, we weren't pressing hard enough, and Steres lets the striker get away, and I don't know, that's just not good enough defensively. Klinsmann doesn't really make an effort, that's poor, and I don't need to see that yet again. We'll ignore the injury recommendation for now. Shout a bit of encouragement to the team. And if this doesn't work, we will go a little bit more attacking, because we're getting plenty of shots. We're just not creating anything. We've got the majority of possession. So we'll push the team on a bit more attacking. Araujo looking to get down this right-hand side. Supported by Mbia, trying to get the ball into the box. Not able to find a way. Dos Santos, bit of a lazy crossfield pass there. And there's just no movement. Look how static this front three are. That's shocking. But the midfield doing well to finally work something. Acosta getting an overlap on the left-hand side into the box by the byline. Crosses it in. Chicharito. And, Chicharito, you need to be doing better. The highlight comes to an end. And really needed to get that shot on target. Alvarez into the box now. Acosta looking to have a bit of success down this left-hand side. Acosta again. Chicharito hits the crossbar this time. Carlton with the rebound. Levels it up. 1-1, 3-3 on aggregate. We are taking the lead on away goals. So, I really hope it doesn't come to away goals, but it's a nice little move. Chicharito crossbar. His finishing is not up to standard, but Carlton fortunately at the back post tucks it away, and we've got a lot of work to do in the second half, because the stats just don't tell the story of this game. 1-1, and we've had the majority of everything. Alvarez looking to correct that, crosses it in. There's nobody in the middle, not even near Chicharito. Araujo, plenty of time, opts to go inside to Mbia. Kind of dawdling on the ball a little bit now. Acosta, everything is coming through Acosta on this left-hand side. I'm glad we kept him over Traore. To the byline again. It's a decent cross in. Nobody can get to it. I think that's going to signal half time, but highlights continuing anyway. Working the ball around nicely. There's just no penetration in the passing. But we've got it out the right hand side this team. Oh, Chicharito. Down the right, Araujo with a good crossing. Chicharito can't. He gets it on target, but hits the crossbar. And no, I don't want to be outstretching the arms. Hands on the hips. Not happy with that performance. Kind of G up the team a little bit. And nothing changes by the 60-minute mark. We will be making changes. But look at this. One shot. One on target. Expected goals 0.1. And it's all even. It's just Football Manager. But with that, we'll take our first look at Hugo. He can come on this left-hand side, and Chicharito apparently having a good game. I don't think so. So he's coming off for Surridge. I think we'll just make the two for now. Tell them to go make a difference. We've got a corner with Dos Santos outswinger. Clark Salter hits the crossbar. How many times are we going to hit the woodwork today? And shout a bit more encouragement to the team. That's not gone down well at all. So, does that mean they think they're playing well? Surely not. I really hope not. If this is their idea of playing well, and especially with Montague coming forward now on this right hand side. Okay, trying to put a stop to that. They've worked it back. I don't want the pressure of extra time here. We are ahead on away goals, but that's going to change, and of course it does. What a finish that is. 25 yards out, drilled into the bottom corner, and we have got an awful lot of work to do. My word. And look at this, there's not the intensity of pressing that we're demanding. Nice little 1-2, drilled then, cross field. What a goal that is. 5 more minutes, last chance saloon now for any players out on the pitch. And then it's our final changes, and I really don't know what we're going to do then. And they're coming forward again. Every time they come forward, they look like scoring. I say every time. 2 times they've come forward, they've ended up scoring. That's just... Oh, Football Manager gods. But Carlton, come on Carlton. Araujo, Dos Santos, get into the box. Great ball into the box. Surridge misses it, but it's gone all the way in. Jonathan Dos Santos, he surely did not mean that. And it is completely level. Completely level now. And sometimes you just need to lump the ball into the box. He's looking for Surridge. Surridge can't get there. The keeper's all out of sorts. And it goes all the way, unfortunately for us. But we are going to make those substitutions. And funnily enough, I think I'm going to make a defensive one. We're going to take Steres off, not having a good game. Let's have a first look at Reece Burke as well. He can come on. And come on, boys. Do not let me down now. Hugo, first look at him. Left-hand side, trying to get into the box. Flick back to K. Costa, key man through this game. Great ball back to Mbia. Can we get a shot off? He gets a shot off. It's a bit of a poor one past the post. And it's not going to be good enough to beat the keeper. Final bit of encouragement. 26 shots, 10 on target from us, 2 from them. How are we not winning? Clark Salter, come on. Forward. Attack. Attack. Come on. And this is the frustration of the low tempo game. But the patience is absolutely rewarded. Andrew Carlton, as I say that, they're just making me eat my words. Hugo, great ball, finds him space on the left, gets a run in behind here. Look at that, in behind the defender, squares it perfectly. Carlton not picked up, and what a finish that is. And I've just dropped some praise. We have won the ball back. I was going to say, that's too early. This computer could have been going out the window, but it's not. Hugo coming forward again. Get the ball into the box. Little 1-2 with K. K to Acosta. Dos Santos tries to get his shot off. It's closed down well. But we retain the ball well and working it into the box nicely. Carlton now to the byline. Stands it up to the back post. Sam Sturridge, first goal for LA Galaxy, 4-2 on the night, 6-4 on aggregate. Surely that is it. I'm not having a Kevin Keegan moment. That has got to be the winner now. 89 minutes on the clock. Great ball, stood up to the back post. All he's got to do is get it on target. He does. Sam Sturridge, my man, gets the winner. And 30 shots that we had in the end there. Look at them stats. It's just utter ridiculous. But into the dressing room, we can finally press the team. And we are through to the next round, the quarterfinal. And who are we playing? We triumph in the second leg. San Jose Earthquakes. So very much a local derby there, the California Clasico as it's known. Whether that's true or not, let me know if you're familiar with the MLS. We've made it through to the quarterfinal. Let's see how far we can progress with this. We will wrap this episode up there. And remember, if you do want more MLS content, leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe to the channel. Not only helps me out greatly, but also helps other people finding these videos as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.